just a piece of tissue, and it has a design on it, and you guys are never going to figure out how I made this, or maybe you will. I saw this somewhere, and I don't remember where, because I would love to give whoever told me about this credit, but I saw them using one of these guard your ID things, and this is that thing where, you know, if you get something in the mail and you'll take a Sharpie or something and black out the personal information so that nobody can get your address or whatever. Well, that's what this is. It's one of those things to black that out. So let me show you how cool this is. Here it is. I bought this one on Amazon. I bought my first one on another website that I can't remember, but I just am in love with this. Okay, so here it is. You can drag it across, and I'm going to hold it up to show you. I find that you can roll it, like get your edges a little bit, and it's fun to kind of play with and see what you can get to come out of the design. This is just a regular piece of copy paper right out of my printer. Nothing important here. But look at how cool that is. And then, but wait, there's more. Take a stencil and you can actually work over a stencil too. Yeah, I guess it's some kind of ink in there. It doesn't really say. It's just that identa thing. It's called a Guard Your ID plus Guard Your ID, and it's just so cool. I guess you can refill it. Here's what it looks like if you pull it out, but I'm going to put it back in there, and they're very inexpensive on Amazon. They're just, you know, like $5 or something. They're just, I think they're so weird. Of course, now I can't get mine back together. There it is. But I am actually, I'm just pretty excited about this crazy little thing, right? So excited. So let's try it again with this grid. Let me get another piece of paper here. Here's a better piece of paper. Clean piece of paper. Let's try it with this grid and see how it looks. Yes, you can get a little bit of the essence of the grid. It's a cool tool, but I mainly like making the weird marks, and I love those edge ones when you can get those little fine edge ones. Because I don't know if you're like me, but when I'm at the end of my journal page and I want to just go back and touch it up a little bit, I'll often reach for black or white pens. So why not reach for something like this and add some strange little mark making thing, right? I thought it was so cool. And then you gotta love when you look at it close and then you realize it's little letters in there. So it's kind of fun, fun. So that is the identa, the Guard Your ID thing that I want to tell you about. Here is water. This is water on a brush. So look how permanent it is. I was hoping this would be the case, but I just thought it'd be fun to play with in journals with other artwork. And I saw someone doing it, oh my gosh, a long time ago. Forgot to buy it, and then I finally got around to it. So very, very permanent. So you can do anything on top of it. Let's just use something on top of it since we're talking about it. Let's use Frosty, this color I'm in love with right now. And let's, you know, I'm still using the vintage pages as my palette because I do love that so much. So let's put that down and then grab, oh, let's look at this. Yes, it would be nice on deli paper. In fact, that first one I did was on tissue, and I think, I haven't glued it down yet, but I think that's a nice result. Now look at that, when you stencil over it, that gives you quite a nice little interesting result too. So I certainly think there's a lot of potential here for sure. I think they're cool. For the price, for me, it's something that you would definitely want to have on hand and use it and play with it. It's one of those things that nobody would be able to figure out how you did it until...
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe so you'll know when the next stencil tutorial is available. Discover thousands of stencils, info about classes, and about StencilClub when you click the links below. Happy stenciling!